You can draw this in Infinite Painter, and I am going to guide you through each and every single step that is needed to draw this illustration. Before starting, the canvas size that we are using here is 1080 into 2260, which is available, or you can select it from the template section in the app itself. And you can download the color palette from the link in the description. So let's get started. First of all, pinch out the screen so you can see it clearly in one place, and now using the soft airbrush from the Spareyers, start painting the whole canvas into blue color from the color palette. Now paint it again so it will be more darker. Now use it again on top and bottom so it will be more darker. Now use the pink color from the color palette for coloring the center of the canvas. And use dark pink color too. Now use the blur effect from the filters for mixing the colors. And keep it at 100. That's it. Now the canvas is ready. Now we have to add a new layer and use the Monoline Brush from the Calligraphy, create a straight line and fill the color in the bottom part. Now add a new layer below that rectangle layer. Now use the Part tool for creating a shape using the 4 dots. After completing the shape using the 4 dots, you can click on the right symbol. Now you have to do these similar steps to create more and more towers or buildings in the city. You can clearly see the outlines that defines our shape. Use Monoline Brush from the Calligraphy slot so it will be visible to us. And click on that red dot on the left top corner so it will disable the Part tool. Now add a new layer and keep it below all the layers except the canvas. Now use rectangle tool for creating more such buildings behind the main towers. Decrease the opacity of that layer so it will look like that the buildings are far away. Now add a new layer and clip it to that main building layer. And turn on the grid tool so that it will only create straight lines into the canvas. Now use the Monoline brush or any brush you want from the brushes so you can create some straight lines on top of building. By clipping a layer, it means that whatever you are going to draw will only appear within the boundaries of that clipped layer. Now do the same with all the buildings using the yellow, that is a bright color. Now you have to erase some parts using the Monoline brush from the Calligraphy slot. Make sure you are using the grid tool so it will be a straight line. Now we are done with it, so turn off the grid tool and merge that clipped layer after doing the work. Now using any brush or the Monoline brush from the Calligraphy, you can create some of the details on top of buildings. You can create some straight towers or you can make some railings on top of buildings. You can add some porches on side of buildings so it will look better and more detailed. Now add a completely new layer and keep it below all the layers except the background, and use the circle tool for creating a circle in the center of the canvas using the yellow color, and you can move it if you want to. Now clip a new layer onto that so we can color it into pink using the Banksy brush from the legacy slot at softness 60, and use a little white on the left corner too. Now merge that clipped layer and using the Monoline Brush from the Calligraphy slot, erase some part. You have to decrease the size of the brush as you go up. Now use Splatter Brush from the Sprayers for adding some little stars in the sky. Now use Circle the brush from the Sprayers again for creating some dots in the sky. Now clip a new layer on top of rectangle layer and use the Monoline Brush for doing so. Enable the 2 points tool from the perspective for giving it a retro look. Use the pink color so it will be brighter and more visible. And do the same on the right side too. Now decrease the opacity and merge that clipped layer. Merge all the layers except that rectangle layer on top and the background and duplicate it. Now drag that duplicate layer on all the way top and clip it to that rectangle layer. Now use the wrap tool for making it upside down. And click that mirror tool too, so that it will be perfectly aligned, and decrease the opacity of that layer so that it will look like that there is some sort of river in front of buildings. Now merge all the layers and we are finally done. And if you enjoyed watching the video, then give it a like, subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.